I'm Aaron Graber with Ventrac. In this video, we'll discuss the Ventrac Sod Cutter. The Sod Cutter is our simplest attachment and an absolute time saver for anybody that uses one. It has a 24-inch cut width and can cut up to a depth of 2.5 inches. The typical sod cutter of this size is going to be a walk-behind sod cutter that has an extra engine on it and has a bunch of different mechanical components to make it vibrate and actually be able to push through the ground. So since we have the tractor behind it and all the power it provides, the attachment can be very simple. It's a roller, a blade, and a frame around it that once you get underneath the turf, the tractor does all the work. And it's a very effective way to cut a lot of sod quickly. Whether you're cutting out an entire portion of sod for a renovation project or a patio install, or cutting a long line so that you can trench in water lines or some other project underground, this is one of the fastest ways you can do it. This is a great tool for irrigation or hardscape contractors, as well as golf courses, and is an indispensable item and a no-brainer to add to your fleet. And it's also very inexpensive compared to a walk-behind or some other alternative. To use the Ventrac Sod Cutter, you want to make sure the tractor has a weight transfer setting of 0. Otherwise, it'll want to pull it out of the ground in use. Once you have your depth set, you want to use the SDLA lever on the tractor, put slight down pressure on the hitch arms so that the blade is on the ground. As you slowly move the tractor forward, the blade will cut underneath the turf, and once it settles at its cutting depth, you can start forward progress at full speed. If you're not cutting to the full depth or the ground conditions are loose, you may need to keep applying slight down pressure on the hitch arms while you move forward. That way, the blade won't ride out of the ground and interrupt your pass. When you get done with the pass that you're cutting, simply lift the hitch arms and the sod cutter will elevate out of the ground naturally. Since the sod cutter is only 38 pounds, the easiest way to hook it up to the tractor is just to lift it by hand. Make sure the hitch arms are level with the ground or a touch higher. Slide it on. And then close the latches. The sod cutter does not use the PTO or hydraulics of the tractor. It only needs to be connected to the hitch arms. Adjusting the cutting depth is easily done by loosening these two nuts on both sides of the sod cutter, moving the roller to the desired location on the chart, and then tightening both nuts back up. The blade is also easily replaceable once it goes dull by removing the 3 bolts on both sides and putting a new one in. The bolts are also sized in such a way that if you hit a large rock or some other obstruction at speed, they'll shear off before anything else gets damaged. Thank you for watching this video on the Ventrac Sod Cutter. For more information, visit our website at ventrac.com or visit your local dealer for a demo.